Hi, sexy people! Welcome to Haikyu, second season, episode 8, Illusionary Hero! I didn't adjust my lighting before starting. Anyway, my guess is that Rey Mysterio, not Spider-Man villain Mysterio, wrestler Rey Mysterio, shall step onto the scene in this episode to throw some mystifying volleyball tactics at our heroes. No, seriously. My assumption is this is going to be a little backstory episode for Tsukishima, who I will never again call Tsukimichi. Turns out that's an isekai anime or manga, actually. I'm too humiliated. I'll never do it on purpose. I might do it on accident once or twice. I was too humiliated realizing, oh no, I did that. Link in the description for the non-time version of this video. Or if you like, you can pull up your copy of Illusionary Hero. I'll pull up my copy, where it's press play at the same time in like 1 second. Ah! See, I need that minute and 10 seconds. Yamaguchi, right? What the heck? Bullying is noticeably not a nice thing, usually. Oh! Oh! Come on, were you cool as a kid? He's just huge. He was never cool! Maybe. Ah! It's not just height that lets him do that either. That's a confidence factor. That's respectable. If you've ever had to deal with a real bully, you know what I'm talking about. Yay! Lighting somewhat good before the actual start of the episode. Ah! See, here at the Fusionator channel, I shall never properly get ready before I hit record. I shall dive headfirst into stupidity the good old-fashioned way. Oh, would you look at that? You see that tiny little speck at the right of the screen? That tiny, tiny, tiny little speck? That's my microphone. I really like this. It's nowhere near my favorite anime intro, but it's just a lovely, nice little one. I would have been horrified to learn that my microphone was off this whole time. It's not. Cool. Ooh, I like you. I don't think Tanaka's at real risk of losing his regular status compared to a couple others. Unless Tsukishima gets his head in the game, I don't think he's got... He's a guaranteed spot even with his height. Oh, is that his older brother? Oh, yeah, that's right. He probably got an injury or something. I forgot. It's been like a week since I watched the last episode. That's right, and Tanaka's sister knew of him. Dude, you don't think he died, do you? Like, this show hasn't really gone dark on any of the backstories yet. Not really. At least not that I can think of. I hope I'm not forgetting someone. And I wouldn't consider an injury full on dark. That's sad, it's not dark. It's dark if there's a whole lot of, like, supposition to it. Not supposition, wrong word. Just a whole lot to go with it. Oh, Shukishima was, like, adorable once upon a time. This is what commenter of mine, Luigi1, I think, yes, Luigi1, was talking about. He was telling me in one of the comments of one of my videos that it's more the stance than it is what you're working with your hands. And, like, the more you know, because, like, I would never have known that. Even when I was playing the game in, like, gym class, apparently, and, like, they were teaching us, they never taught us that. So it's like I never would have known. Oh, this is back in time again. It's a little hard to tell given the heights. Oh. Ah. Oh. Did you see that look on his face? Hmm. What was that? Like it upset him for some reason. Are we gonna find out that his brother sucked or something? Oh, he's gonna be a bench warmer. His brother's lies made him. I don't even think it would have happened. He would have had a problem with it if it weren't for the lies. It's not like. That's the sad thing, is he probably would have been cool with it. If he hadn't lied. It's very simple. Is he not even on the team? I figured bench warmer status. Oh man, come kid. I understand you. I, is he not even on the team? Has he been lying full on? He's like what do they do? I know that I know what it's like a hype man or whatever. Is it like an official position? Golly. At least he's there. Right? That's it's still not okay to lie, but that's I thought for a second he just straight up gave up, you know? That's different. I understand this lie. I wouldn't have understood that lie. That doesn't make it okay, but it makes it more okay. And if you don't, it's okay. But that's not really what this is about. That whole thing with his brother soured his perspective on everything, it seems like. Oh, I love this. Because ultimately, this doesn't feel like the show where they get to be the superstar famous by the end, but maybe. Even still, I absolutely love this conversation. Good lord, the animation, just on the moving face there, was good. I wish I was a student of animation. I never got into it because my drawing is absolutely horrible. Horrible. Like, grade school, like, worse than other kids my age by a long shot. Horrible. So, even though I might have wanted to, just not a path for me. I wish I, like, understood the technicals. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Tsukishima and Nishinoya's kind of been falling because he's have a lack of interesting things going on for him. So Tsukishima and Shoyo and Kageyama, probably my favorite characters in this show. Town Person B, whose name I need to remember, is like in the B tier. I need more with her. I may love every second she's on screen, but that's just because she's great. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have a small talk at the end of this episode because I actually no, I might as well say it now because it's not like these episodes are relatively chill. Uh, Last season may have upset me for sports anime rules, but this season so far has just been so lovely to devour, like content wise, much more than the first season, honestly, in my opinion. That even if the same thing happens, I won't be as upset because, like, I'm just enjoying myself too much, you know? Not that I wasn't enjoying myself last season, it was just missing a little something. Apparently it was her. That's partially a joke, but it's partially reality. I needed her in the first season. That's partially a joke, but partially reality. Well, fuck you, Shoyo. Being bad at volleyball is obviously the cooler. Good God, I just laughed like Muttley. Ooh. I mean, some of these guys are trying to become pros. What? Now that'll help him. I don't think it's just about being good in these kind of things. Granted, I've never played on a team. It's a whole different experience, and I'm not a sports ball person in the first place. But really, the most fun I've had playing any game is when everyone else is having fun. That's why I really don't like online games with people I don't know. Because, like, it sucks, because you can't interact with people. Even if I'm like Minecraft, for instance, I have the most fun when I'm chatting with people that are having fun. I use online games as the example, because sports, less common, though it's the same principle. Less common for me, but though it's been the same principle whenever I've played, it's if everyone's enjoying the game, I have fun. And I don't think you need, even in competitive sake, because I've known players, I'm friends with players on teams, mostly basketball teams, who were on teams in high school, that, they weren't really that great, but they enjoyed the game. This is one of my favorite episodes of the show. Everything in this has been likable. And granted, it's mostly because of him. I like Tsukishima overall. I don't think a lot of people probably did in the first season because he was kind of a dick, but I kind of liked every aspect of that for him, so it didn't really matter to me. I don't know. How did you feel about season 1 Tsukishima? Not Tsukimichi. How did you feel about Tsukimichi if he's in this show somewhere? You're gonna be so confused by this if you if you haven't seen my previous reactions. I don't know. Some of you probably play sports ball more. Your opinion's gonna matter more than mine on the whole having fun aspect. Because while it is true that you have a lot of fun if you're good at a game. Uh, I don't think it's the only factor. The one touch is completely annihilate the ball or at least touch it. Killing momentum. Did you see that look she gave? You hearing this music they're playing? Maybe they've used it before, but I'm really noticing it this time if they've used it before. Oh, I like that he still got him, but that was a different feeling. It wasn't a feint. You see that look he's given? It was luck. I, I like what's going on at screen, but the music is really nice right now. It's like playing in perfectly. Okay. 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 The moon loses. I'm sorry, the moon just loses. If we're using that analogy. That's a really dumb analogy. The sun versus the moon. Well, the sun's about 80 billion times bigger than the moon, so. Like, it ain't like. It's a totally different ball game. Ball game. Play on words, double meaning. I don't know. This is probably my favorite episode in the series so far. In the range. This was maybe I'm just in a good mood. That happens to me sometimes when I'm viewing entertainment. It's just like, oh, I love everything. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I really do think I love this. Oh, oh, oh. See you next time, ladies and gentlemen.